you know, when you look at like a control panel with someone, some people will have like their layout, they'll have like a board. I used to have one at my other house. They'll have a board and they have all the switches, but when you get something this big and everything, you know, it changes. So you just have to, in your own mind, like it's hard sometimes to walk in and run someone trains. You know, if it's on like the board and everything, and it'll show you the diagram, that's a whole lot easier. But my board would be so big with everything going on. So what I ended up doing is just came up with a different system. And then I tagged everything too, because I wanted, sometimes, you know, you get busy in the summer and you're not up here. Then you come back and you're like, oh man, what goes to what? So that's why the first one that we ran was the trolley and everything. So I tagged that. But there's no, that track is completely powered just off the two wires running there. So, but when you get to this one here, so it's the inner loop, which there's only one track that runs, and then it just has a loop on either side to turn around. But then what I ended up doing is you can cut the power. This is the main thing too, is you have your main lines that should always be on, but then you have sidings. So you can have 3 different trains parked at one time. Now what you can get creative like my dad does, and he likes a good challenge. You can have a 4th train, but what you have to do is then you have to park it where you can cut off the main, then pull that engine out off the siding, move that to another part of the main, cut that off, and then go back to the main where it was shut off, and then move the train and everything. So that gets a little bit more difficult and everything, but he likes a good challenge and everything. But that's what I did with each of these. So whatever this goes to, so you've got on the first level, we're actually using 2 full transformers. So you got the trolley, you got an inner loop, and then you've got track 2 and 4 that, and it starts coming out that way. And then you've got the first track that you see, and then the one up against the wall. And then so what we end up doing here is we've got a lot of sidings and everything. So we've got the right side of the layout there, and then you've got the left side there. So it does get a lot of, you know, it does get confusing. So, you know, you just got to get used to it. But you have to design it the way, you know, you want to run your trains and everything. So let me take a look here and see what I got powered on here. So I'm getting, this is good to see. So when I powered this on, I had the red light coming on. So there's something on that track. It could be like something off the track. It could be something, you know, with children and everything. You never know. They might have moved something or laid something on the track. So when that happens, I don't mess with it. You have to pretty much walk the track and see what's going on.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I haven't ran my trains for a while. You'll see when you go out to the building and everything. But a lot of times what I'll do is when I park the stuff, I'll leave it on the sidings and everything. That way I know what's running. But I do wear glasses for far end, so sometimes I have to walk around the layout to see what's going on. Okay. All right, let's take a look there. So that's the thing here is we were working on the G gauge stuff and we didn't do stuff.